What's up, Mother Foxers? Welcome back. We're in the garage. As I alluded to you, well, I kind of gave it away. We're going to go ahead and paint the intake. And remember what I showed you, and I'll show it again. That is what we're doing. Wanted something cheap, but I told you, it's just not going to be that. There's something over here that we're going to do as well. So let me go get the intake, and we will get going on this thing. I don't think there's much to clean off the thing. I think we might take a Scotch-Brite and go over it and then clean it off and whatever. I need to figure out a way to hang this thing, and I don't know if I can do it. Because it needs to be hanged in order to paint it properly. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. So I'm going to have to figure that out. Yeah, we're going to spray that. So we're going to have to thin it out. I don't want to try to thin it too much. I want a little thickness to be there, but not so thick I can't spray it out of my gun, obviously. But I have a 2.0 tip in another gun, but I don't need that much. I need like a 1.4 or something, so which is what's in the main gun. I don't know. Let me see what's in the Harbor Freight, because I don't really want to use my good gun. So let's go get the intake. All right. If you don't judge us, I'll take you on a little journey on when I say, there's the damn rooster again. If you haven't noticed, I've been keeping a rooster count on the bottom of the screen. Anyway, we're going to take you, when I say, where's our stuff? Well, it's up in the attic. It's up there. And here's the door. Like I said, don't judge. There's a lot of tools in here. A lot of Foxbody stuff right there. It's like extra parts, you know. So, yeah. Turn the light on in here. There's my toolbox right there. And, yeah. So we go up here. And there is a lot of Foxbody stuff up here. There's 351 pistons in there. There's Foxbody stuff in there. Brand new pistons in there. A crank right there and pistons. And right here is what we're looking for. This is all Ginger's brackets and pulleys and power steering pump and stuff. And that is from Black Cherry Bomb. When we brought that home, that thing smelled like a barn, guys. It was terrible. So I got a different one, pretty cheap, and put it in that car. And the funny thing is about this thing, it's been sitting up here in the heat and the humidity and the cold for a few years. It don't smell like barn anymore. So that's actually a good seat bottom. But yeah, far in the distance there, you'll see some F-150 injector harness bullshit. But this is what we're after right here. Well, I've discovered a couple of things. We don't need that hook. After I took the throttle body off, got a good spot here to paint it. And one of the other things I decided I was going to do is go ahead and paint this with a brush first. That way it gets a good coat on it. And then what I'm about to do to it after that, we'll just make an extra layer. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this. I took it all apart, scrubbed it with some Dawn dish soap. It's still kind of drying off. Yeah, this is not fun to clean. I started cleaning it with acetone, and that paint was just coming off like nothing. I got it all over my hands. It was getting messy, and I decided I didn't want to deal with a mess anymore. So we're going to leave that paint on there. There is some dirt in there. Probably cover that up with the paint. So this is a temporary thing anyway. It's not something that's going to be a permanent fixture on the car. We're going to have to let this dry a little bit more. It's still kind of wet. We'll go ahead and get that smoke gray on there. And then we'll do what I'm about to do. If you were paying attention just then. So, alright, well, let her dry and come back out here and paint it. A twist in the events. You see that? It says gloss smoke gray. Nice smoky gray, right? Look at what's in the damn can. Really, Rust-Oleum? I know there's a reason why I don't use your rattle cans. Y'all suck. That's false advertisement, you bunch of idiots. I don't want that freaking gray on there. That's not what I was looking at. When you put that on there, and you put that in there, that's false advertisement, you bunch of ass wipes. Don't buy Rust-Oleum products, people. They're a bunch of crap asses. Their cans suck. Their rattle cans suck. And they got a blind man mixing paint. So, just so you know, that's bullshit. I wanted that thing to be darker like the outside. God, that makes me mad. God. That's such a nice... Look at that. It's such a nice... Oh, freaking assholes. Bunch of jerks. Look at that. It's the same color. I don't like that. I want it to be darker. What a bunch of jerks. Well, there is that coat on that intake. We shall see if it dries darker, but I have my doubts. Like I said, I took a chance with Rust-Oleum, and they suck. Because it ain't that color. Alright, so this really irks my ass with this freaking color bullshit. I really don't like that. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some of this black engine enamel and mix it to get to that color because I want it darker. We'll see if this stuff mixes up well with this. It's enamel, it's both enamel. I'm guessing they're both oil based. So, we'll see what happens. Then I'll show you what's gonna happen with this. This is gonna be good. So let me get this in a mixer cup. I'll drop not much, maybe just a drop or two in there and mix it up and see how it goes. And to get that a little bit darker. I really wanted gunmetal, you know, which is close to this, but it's hard to find. And like just like a cheap enamel for this, so, and this stuff's rated to like 200 degrees, so it'll hold up pretty good. I mean, just as much as like powder coating does. So so what do you think, guys? Does that look more close to what they're trying to sell me? It's not as dark, but I don't want to go any darker. Alright, time to get some black thinner in here. Alright, are you about ready to see what I'm going to do to this? That's horrifying. Horrifying. Do we got enough? Let's check it out. Uh-oh, it's disappearing. Hey, Future Funky here. I found out metal flake just falls to the bottom of the paint. So you gotta keep shaking your gun around when you're spraying it. And it helps in its gravity feed too, because the flake just falls to the bottom of the gun. So yeah, you gotta shake up your gun. I found that out and asked a friend, and he told me what I had already done, and that was shake the gun. So yeah, waste a lot of metal flake, and it was everywhere. Here is a close-up of this. And you can see it. You can see it better off camera, guys. It is kind of got a red glow to it, but it's not exactly what I planned. Not exactly what I planned at all. So, So, this is what I'm gonna do. I got vermilion red. I'm gonna dust this with the flake on here, not like full-blown cover it. So, let's see what happens. I gotta clear coat this when I'm done, because this is just a base. There it is, man. I'm using my phone so you can kind of get the realistic color here. And I wasn't going for a total coverage of this stuff. I wanted that gray to come out. I inadvertently may have made that the same color as this almost. It's not quite, but it's pretty close. It's almost like strawberry, wild strawberry, but it's not. And I don't know if you can see the metal flake in there. It'd be better to see it in the sun, but it's in there. But yeah, I kind of inadvertently made that almost the same color as the wild strawberry over there. But yeah, I don't, it's a little off, but yeah, I mean, I just was gonna throw some metal flake in there and the gray and spray it, but I said it needed red and I add some red, so this is all on the fly. I think it turned out pretty cool. I don't think I'm gonna do anything with the valve covers because that's just too much work. So we're not gonna worry about those. I'm just gonna stick this thing on there, and I think it'll be pretty cool. But yeah, that's, like I said, vermilion red I stuck over the gray, but I didn't really coat it on there too much, so it would kind of show through a little bit. And it's faded. I was kind of trying to go for like a little bit of a distressed kind of look to it, but I think it's gonna be pretty cool, man, when it gets out in the sun. I can't really touch it right now. Let's put the last coat, put like 3 coats of clear on here. Help seal that in. And I did put metal flake into the clear coat. And I don't know what's going on with this stuff, man. It's everything fell to the bottom with the base for this, the clear coat, and that gray Rust-Oleum. The stuff fell to the bottom. I have no idea what I did wrong. So I don't know why it was doing that. I thought it supposed to mix well with the paint, but it just didn't. So, all right, motherfoxers, that's all I got for you, man. So I like it. Later.